Page 193, number 39. State the degree and list the zeros of the function. State the multiplicity of each zero and whether the graph crosses the x-axis at the corresponding x-intercept, and then we're going to graph the function. So let's start with the degree. What we want to notice here is that we have a binomial squared, which will give us a second degree. Then we're multiplying it times x, which will give us a third degree. So our degree is 3, and that is an odd number. So what we know right away is that our end behavior is going to be like this. So we have an end behavior. Since our leading coefficient is 1, which is greater than 0, what we're going to have is that the limit as x approaches negative infinity of f of x will equal negative infinity. So it'll look like that. And then at the other end of our graph, for very large x's, so the limit as x approaches positive infinity of f of x will be positive infinity. So it'll be like this on the graph. Okay, so now we can talk about the multiplicity and the zeros. So we want to set each factor equal to 0. So we have x equals 0. That has a multiplicity of 1. So that means this graph crosses the x-axis at 0, and then our other 0 at x minus 3 is going to be x equals 3. So that has a multiplicity of 2 because of the squared. So that means it is going to touch and turn at 3, 0. So let's go ahead and put those points on our graph. Use a thicker pen. So we have a 0 here at 0, and then we have 1 at 3. So figure that. Okay. So there we go. So what we're going to have then is we're going to have to draw our graph from our lowest point here. We're going to cross the x-axis at 0, and we're going to turn around here, and we're not going to get into the specifics of how we know how high to go to that point at this juncture in pre-calculus, but we'll get to that later time. And then we're going to come down to our other 0, which is at 3, and it touches and turns, and it goes back up and continues to get larger and larger. So there's our graph of our function.